Greetings, programs. I am Young Napoleon, and I want to welcome you to episode 23 of my inaugural Let's Play series, Redux Part 3. This is a Texas run through Victoria 2 with no mods and all of the DLC, and you have made it to the last day of Noob Week. If you stuck with it with me, words, through this whole, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay, now there's 8, and now I see all 8, okay. If you stuck through this whole week with me, I really appreciate that. I apologize for losing that commentary, but here we are. It is what it is, and we're getting back into it. We've got some more railroads building. It looks like we've unpaused. We're sending some troops out to take out these rebels. None of them, they're all trying to siege down individual provinces at a time instead of grouping up, so this is just a matter of sending them around and, you know I'm going to say it, mopping them up. So I guess it is what it is. I'm kind of neutral on it. It doesn't really bother me. I guess it kind of gives you something to do while you're waiting for time to pass, but it also slows you down while you're waiting for time to pass. You know, like, I'd rather just get to the point where what I'm doing is important and relevant, as opposed to dealing with just random pop-up rebels that I have no idea where they came from. So hermeneutics. Easy for you to say. Letter campaign. What is this? Liberal in the upper house, or population becomes more liberal. I think I would want to go for the liberal in the upper house, yeah, because it's going to let me make a decision, which in fact it does. Paused. Let's check out the movements. I don't know why I'm looking at these right now. So, go on, look at the movements. You can do it. Quit looking at the voting systems. They're not the same as they always were. Nobody wants them. Everything's good there. Go back. There you go. Okay. It's looking like the maximum work hours movement is going to be the winner. What am I doing? You didn't make the decision. Socialist demagogue. I definitely want the socialists in the upper house. I don't know why this is even a decision. Why this is taking so long to click the button. There you go. Took out some rebels. We're still unpaused. Make the decision. Maybe I'm waiting for something? What am I waiting on? I don't know. Still looking at the movements again. Maximum work hours. Come on, you can do it. It's not that hard. I'm so hard on myself here. Don't be as hard on yourselves as I am on myself, right? Just enjoy the game. Max hours. There we go. Okay. We are cleaning up down in Durango. Is there a show? Is there a film? I think there's a film. It might be like a Pixar film or something, or DreamWorks. Are those the same thing these days? I don't know. Eventually, everybody is owned by somebody at some point down the road. There's only like, what, 5 actual companies in the world? I'm over-exaggerating there, but not by much, I'm sure. Mopping up. Battle of Santa Maria del something. I missed all that. Del Oro. Santa Maria del Oro. I know I'm going to butcher the Spanish, but I'm going to butcher the Spanish probably less than I am most of the other languages, with the exception maybe of French. I did take a couple years of French in high school and a couple years of French in college, but on the flip side, that was a very long time ago. How long, you ask? Oh, look, there I am trying to decide how much I need to prioritize the fuel factory, and I'm ecstatic because at how much fuel it's making, or how much fuel it's making, how much money it's making already. 8.38. I'm assuming that's per day. I'm trying to decide if I need to mess with that. I think ultimately I decide to go ahead and mess with it because I really want the. I'm enamored with the fuel refinery now, so I really want that to do well. I think the supply, like, I think the priority has to do with where the craftsmen and clerks go to work within a region. So in that sense, it's not doing much good right now because I've only got one factory up in each region. But I think it also has to do with because like you need to buy parts to maintain these factories, and you know there's only so many parts available each month from the world market. So if you can't get enough parts for all of your factories, I think that prioritization factor there dictates where those parts go to first. So here I am still trying to get somebody to like me, trying to get military access from France, just so that I can get my African troops out to meet them up here with the rest of the army. I am at 15. I have dropped. I don't think I've noticed that in the game yet, but I am at 15, rank 15. I'm getting dangerously close to dropping out of secondary status. We're at 15 now, though, so that's good. I can still colonize, and I can still leave the U.S. if I ever get that. What's the crowd? I can't remember. It's been so long since I looked at it. I can't remember. I just know I need to be secondary. I think there need to be there's some other criteria for leaving that I do not recall. Looking for more technology. I think I'm going down the factory stuff again. Now that I've got that factory that I'm so enamored with. Still sitting at 15. My factory score is at 8, and I've only got 2 open factories. Maybe it's just 4 points per factory. Maybe, I don't know. I still feel like the railroads have something to do here. I don't think I've realized. I think I just looking at that window that I just had open. I think my armies aren't combined. I don't think I've realized that yet. Oh no, that's not the case. I've got a separate army down in Africa. That's why I have 2 units or 2 armies there. Here's where I'm looking at the combat with. This is where I realize I need a lot more units if I'm going to not be outflanked. Either that, or I need to start researching some technology that will lower that, because I've got a front line of 6, actually 7 with the cavalry. So yeah, I've got a long ways to go if I want to max out my front line, or yeah, if I want to max out my front line, I got a long ways to go. So if I haven't already, by the time I start recording the next episode, then I think in the next episode, there's a couple things I'm going to do. I want to delete the engineers. I'm going to take notes. Hey, kitty. Please don't mess with my pen while I'm trying to write. Thank you. Delete engineers and research width reduction. And this is definitely one of those games I recommend if you don't... Oh no, don't lay down on the pen now. I need that. Come here. You can sit in my lap. Taking notes. Like, I take notes for most games that I play. I don't know if that's common or not, but I find that it helps instead of trying to remember millions of little details. No, stay here. Don't leave the book alone or you're going down. No. Paraguay. Why am I looking at Paraguay? Oh, I think I got an alliance request from Paraguay. They don't offer anything. They're not in anybody's sphere. They've got squat for military, so they're not going to do anything. I wonder, do alliances factor into your secondary, your status, your potential status as a secondary nation? Lucy, no, don't lay on that. Oh, this cat. So yeah, here I am still trying to make France like me. S'il vous plaît, monsieur. So that they will fight the US for me when I try and leave their sphere. I finished the semi-automation. It looks like I'm not getting I am getting distracted. Okay. And it looks like I'm going to go for more factory stuff. No! Bad young Napoleon. Go for the army stuff. Well, I think I'm still a little ways off. So I can understand why I would want to go for this first, because the sooner you get some of these percentages, the sooner they start working for you, and the sooner you start making more money. Because remember, we want to build up a nice little cushion there so that we've got enough. Oh, or maybe I am going to go for the combat with. Yeah, I'm really not sure. Me in the game, past me, is not sure which one of these technologies I think is going to help me out the most. So I think, do I end up settling for the combat width? Because that's got a lot of other good factors there too. It's 1888 and I'm working on machine guns. Sounds good. I like that. I think that's probably as high as I can go, maybe? We'll see. But that would drop my combat width down to 20. And there's still a long ways to go to get there from, I think, what was I at, 7? Yeah, maybe I'll drop some of that artillery too. Some rearrangement in the upper house, nothing that allows me to make a new decision. We've got some artificial fertilizers, so that helps out my farms, I believe. Which isn't as nice as my mining stuff, because the mining is where I'm getting the precious metals, aka gold, and I think I believe the fuel is mining versus farming. I believe it's mining, so I definitely want the mining techs or machine guns. You know, you can just shoot the stuff out of the ground, right? Isn't that how it works? That's how you mine stuff in America. We shoot stuff out of the ground. That's probably not a good idea with oil, is it? Yeah, I'm admiring my rainy day fund there. If y'all hear any weird noises, it's just my cat. I gotta figure out a way how to get a camera on her to add to the episodes, because I'm sure cats are really popular, right? I should focus. Yellow journalism. I don't know what this is. What's going on here? Looks like we've got an option of jingoism or prestige. I hope I just took the, yeah, I did. I took the prestige option. I'm still in the top 16, so I'm still a secondary power. So that's good. For some reason, I think I was thinking that 15 was too far outside of the window. But I gotta remember, 8 times 2 is 16. I'm still in it. I'm still in this. All right, so yes, keeping on with the whatever I'm doing there. My wife just walked by, and so I got a little self-conscious. Usually I record when she's at work. What am I doing? I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with my army. I think looking at all the units that are still building. I've got some more infantry and dragoons, so it looks like I might actually get close to that 20 width, that 20 combat width. What have I got in the queue? 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4. I don't know what that last one is being built in Santa Maria. I don't know if that's artillery or what. So at least 4 more on top of the 7 that I have is what? 12? No, it's 11. So that's still not anywhere close to the 20 that I need. Cat, sit still. So I'm still going to get outflanked when they come at me with a doomstack right now, but there's still time. There's still time to get prepared. Lucy? All right, you're going down. Looking at all the unemployed craftsmen, I think this is where I realized I could maybe build a factory in Chihuahua. Yeah, I think this is where I'm looking through what my RGOs are to try and get an idea for a good factory. I'm not sure if the die is going to be good for anything. But yeah, we can't build the bolt action, we can't research the bolt action rifles yet, so we're going for something else. And again, like, as usual, I don't know which one to go with. I don't want to increase my supply consumption too much, but I think I'll be okay in Texas. I think most of my supplies, this is probably what I'm looking at right now. Yeah. My supply in Texas is good, but it looks like if I have to advance into the US, which I would have to bring the war to a conclusion, at least the regions around me are pretty low. You can see 27, 25, 32. 32 is not bad. 32. So I don't want to increase my supply too much. But on the other hand, I'm definitely, like, numbers are not on my side, so I definitely want to try and make sure I've got a superior, a better trained army if I can manage it. I don't think it occurred to me at the time, but that mobilization could be useful in padding out my numbers so that I don't get outflanked. I'll have to remember that the next time I'm picking up a technology. I'm just pushing the wrong buttons, back to trying to figure out what would be a good RGO to make use of. We've got coal, and I think that's dye. And I think, if memory serves, dye is useful in fabric. Yeah, fabric. So I think I'm going to try and build a fabric factory. I'm not sure what else fabric requires. Probably wool, maybe, or cotton. I don't have any. I've got cotton in my nation, but not in the region, so I don't think that would help with the throughput. I think there I was looking to see what the fabric is used for. Maybe. I'm not sure. More elections for some reason in 89. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm looking to see what the coal can be used in. I think, I didn't think to look to see which I made more of. I don't know what I'm doing here. Just popping around. Looks like Texas is trying to build an artillery factory. Oh, silly capitalists. But yeah, I've got 96.7 coal, 23.8 and oil, and like 2 point something on the dye. I really hope I go with the coal instead of the dye, because that is not a lot of dye. I got a feeling I go with the dye. Oh yeah, and this is where I try to see if there's something that the gold goes into, but sadly no. It's just straight raw material. Doesn't get processed. Military spending, again, the socialists are anti-military, so despite the fact that I think I'm going to be going to war with the US when I try and leave their sphere, I'm looking for anti-military. Yep, I'm definitely going to do something with the dye. This is probably not going to go well, if I just had to venture a guess. Although, wow, that oil factory, that fuel refinery is doing well. I finally figured out that I could see all of there's a button to push up there that shows you all of the regions, instead of just the ones that have a factory in them. And here we go. We're about to spend, looks like about 3.4K. I'll make that back in about 3 days. So that's no big deal with the money I'm currently making. So that's cool. That'll get built. And it looks like I need cotton. I don't know. I'll have to, if that's built when I record the next episode, I'll have to remember to go in and see if I'm getting any bonuses for having cotton from Africa. Take a note of that. Ooh, jigs? Oh, right. That's for carpentry. Cotton helping with factory? Question mark? Make a nice slaughtering block. I do have cattle, so that's nice. That'll help. Although the cattle is far from my main source of income right now. Yeah, you can look up at the trade. My main exports looks like are I'm just totally blanking right now. It's coal. Coal, precious metal, and fruit, of all things. I don't know why the fuel's not up there. I thought I'd be exporting a lot of fuel. I seem to be making a lot of money from the... Maybe the US is hoovering a lot of it up so it doesn't count? I don't know. I wonder if there's a way to see where my fuel is going to, where it's getting used, where I'm making all this money from. Anyways, back to the political map mode. Upper house rearranged. Can't make a decision with it yet. Nationalists are still in charge, so that's good. Suffragettes, I don't know. I think my options here are conservative or reactionary. I'm not sure which one is the lesser evil here. Probably, in hindsight, should have gone for the reactionary to lower their consciousness, because they're probably the most annoying if I had to guess. Remembering to combine the army. It looks like I've got a front line of 10, so we're halfway to where I need to be. My combat width is 20. My max combat width. So I'll have to take a look. I think if I'm reading that number in the military box right, I can... Oh yeah, and it just went up. Looks like I'll be able to mobilize 10 units, so... But I don't know where they're going to come from. If I'm going to have to haul some of them in from Africa and South America, it's not quite as helpful as I was hoping. Oh yeah, we don't want to... We definitely don't want to get on France's bad side right now. Going for more railroads, I know... I think the logic here is just to speed up troop movement, primarily. And, oh yeah, here it is. There's this technology that apparently now we can start some great... We're not in the Great Powers list yet, but someone researched the technology that allows Great Wars to be declared. And I'm not sure how a Great War differs. I think you can... Yeah, this total victory. I think you can completely take over countries now. Any conflict with at least 2 great powers on each side will be regarded as a great war. Yeah. So. It looks like there's about 35 seconds left on the video, so this is probably where I decided to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. If you enjoyed that as much as I did, I hope you will do all the YouTube stuff. I would take it as a kindness, and do always remember, sometimes you win and sometimes we learn. We've definitely learned a thing or two this week, and we've also learned a thing or two about the recording process. Hope I'll see you guys next time.